Film is a medium of masses as much it is incredibly important that movie being made and released today reflect society honesty and fairly. Doing so help ensure that every children growing up today does not develop a distorted view of their place in society by movie they watch. It is also very harmful for society to allow marginalization and disfranchisement of certain groups in favor of others if role could have easily been played by someone of different race, gender, sexual orientation among the categories. However, even in today's modern society, the film coming out of Hollywood continue to struggle to depict the diversity of society in an honest and fair way, with the vast variety of acting parts and behind the scenes position going to straight white men. Using the no as an indicator for the diversity area that must be improved upon helps highlight the key diversity categories. Hollywood films are navigating the most often. Even though Hollywood has made improvements in some areas, the film being made today displayed a tridimensional lack of variety with respect to race, gender, and sexual orientation. One of the clearest problem areas for diversity in modern film is gender, with men dominating the roles and behind the scenes position available compared to women. In everyday society, women represent society more than half the entire population. However, when it comes to representation of movie in film, they are incredibly underrepresented and undervalued when it comes to stories displayed in today's movie. According to this, according to this infographic put together by the USA School for Communication and Journalism in its effort to better understand the diversity trait in population film. The representation of women in movies is not only well below normal society level at 28, 28, 28.1% in 2014, but that already low level is the lowest since 2007. This long-term decrease in the representation of women in film shows that low gender diversity is not only a problem, but also a worsening problem. Only 11% of 700 popular movies of the past decade had cast with a balanced representation of gender. This kind of balance should be the norm in movie, not exception. With film-driven and female-driven and female-centric movie exacting expectations at the box office over the past several years, Hollywood would benefit greatly from investing more meaningfully in stories that give audience a more honest and representation of movie in film. In addition to the dispersion of movie on screen, women face an even more difficult challenge in securing equal representation behind the scenes as well. According to the Hamburger-led study of all the movies made or released in 2016, only 4.2 of the directors were film, and the 1,438 directing, writing, and producing position available on the top 100 highest grossing film of the 2016. Only 17.8% were women. This behind the scenes level of women in film illustrates that the problems reach well beyond the story being told to include those who are charged of telling these stories in the first place. One of the best ways to ensure that gender diversity of the deprecated fair on screen is to advocate more strongly for fair gender diversity behind the scenes in Hollywood as well. In addition to gender respect represent another key problems area for Hollywood in terms of diversity and equal hiring price, ensuring racial diversity in all aspects of normal society has been appeared for many years. So the the particular lack of racial diversity on screen is particularly unfortunate. According to this, infographic put together by USC School for Communication and Journalism, the levels of racial racial diversity in the top 100 highest grossing film of 2014 are several underrepresented and unchanged since 2007, with almost one-fifth of these movies lacking any African American speaking roles and almost half of these films lacking any Asian speaking roles. White actors and actresses clearly domi- dominate the vast majority of acting roles in Hollywood today, as they have since Hollywood began. Moreover, the problem with racial and gender diversity are sizable and on their own, but taken together they underscore the even larger problem for interesting in Hollywood. One of the 100 highest grossing movies of 2016, near half were completely lacking black film speaking characters, while two-thirds of more had no Asian woman and Hispanic woman. Noticing this problem with diversity are even more actual for people who fall into more than one respected category. It's an important part of the discussion on diversity that should not be forgotten. While the gender and race may be two of the most variable problem areas for diversity in a model film, sexual orientation represents an even more negated area of diversity in terms of the almost noxicated inclusion of diversity in the sexual orientation. In study of the top 10 highest gross movie of 2016, only 1.1% of speaking characters were gay, lesbian, or bisexual, and no speaking characters were indicated as transgender. Having only a small factors of all speaking characters identify with any non-straight sexual identify does a serious disservice to the members of the LGBT community and give such a young LGBT child the misconception that he or she is even more of an outcast than he or she already might believe himself or herself to be. With several key television programs like Transparent, Transparent and Will and Grace, displaying admirable portrayal of the member of the LGBT community. Hollywood needs to ensure that this same level of the progressiveness and championing of the diversity is maintained in the movie being made today. Seeing as the movie have been one of, if not the single most popular form of the entertainment, entertainment in the everyday society for close a center. Hollywood clearly has a responsibility to upon the terms of diversity that exists society to the best of their ability. The current diversification levels of gender, race, and sexual orientation in Hollywood movie conveys a fairly message to society that straightly white men are most important individual with the most important story to tell. People of color, women, and members of the LGBT community have the just as rich and important stories to tell if given the chance in Hollywood. As groundbreaking the films like Birchmates, Black Panther, and Moonlight issue, sharing the spotlight fairly with other groups in society can deliver some of the Hollywood's most interesting and personal fulfilling movie for current and future generation to enjoy. Thank you.